Get ready for the news that is shaking up rural America. Minnesota Housing has just dropped over $1.1 million in grants to 15 small cities across greater Minnesota. We are talking about crucial funding aimed at developing and financing affordable housing for families and seniors in places like Floodwood, Foston, and Deer River. Commissioner Jennifer Ho says this funding gives these small communities the capacity to move housing solutions forward and support everyone who needs safe, stable housing. Learn how these grants are prioritizing projects to create workforce-ready, affordable homes right where they are needed most.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we're heading to Maine for some major infrastructure news. The Maine Department of Transportation is issuing an alert to all motorists regarding a temporary nighttime closure affecting the Kittery Visitor Information Center. This is happening during a significant $1.9 million upgrade project designed to repave the parking area and access road, specifically to improve drainage and accessibility for disabled visitors, ensuring compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. Coastal Road Repair of Westbrook is managing this essential work, so mark your calendars for the necessary closures. Switching gears completely and moving into the world of music and storytelling, we have a fascinating look at the creative collaborations happening in the country music scene. Kacey Musgraves has shared the incredible story behind Willie Nelson recording his contribution to her new track, Uncertain, TX, in just a single take. Musgraves describes the moment and Nelson's legendary one-take approach, revealing just how effortless and iconic these two artists can be when they team up. And finally, we turn to the screenwriters making waves in Hollywood. Tom Perrotta, the author of Election, The Leftovers, and his latest novel Ghost Town, is ready to share what's next in his career. From community housing grants to major road upgrades and legendary musical duets, this has been a packed broadcast. Stay with us, because we have all the stories you need to know right here. Minnesota Housing has announced the awarding of over $1.1 million in grants to 15 small cities across greater Minnesota to support affordable housing development. The funding is targeted at communities with populations under 10,000 residents, providing crucial resources to address local housing needs. 3 of the recipient communities are located in northern Minnesota: Floodwood, Foston, and Deer River. These grants are specifically earmarked for developing and financing affordable housing solutions. Minnesota Housing Commissioner Jennifer Ho emphasized the community-driven approach, stating, "Across greater Minnesota, communities know best what their residents need. This funding gives small cities added capacity to move housing solutions forward and support individuals, families, older adults, and others who need safe, stable housing." The program places a strong emphasis on projects that benefit lower-income households and focus on developing and preserving housing that is both affordable and workforce-ready. Deer River City Administrator Mark Box highlighted the impact of the funding, noting that the development of the White Oak Apartments is a meaningful and critical step toward providing safe, accessible, and affordable housing with much-needed services for individuals and families in the community. He underscored the importance of collaboration, stating, "Partnerships with organizations like KOOTASCA Community Action and Minnesota Housing are essential to making projects like this possible." Each of the 15 selected cities will receive a grant of $75,000. Minnesota Housing did not recommend financing for 3 Northland communities that submitted applications: Baudette, Crookston, and Tower. The Maine Department of Transportation has announced a temporary nighttime closure for access to the Kittery Visitor Information Center as part of a significant $1.9 million upgrade project. Motorists are advised that access to the center, specifically the I-95 off and on ramps, will be shut down nightly from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m., spanning Sundays through Fridays, and continuing until the project's completion by the end of June. This essential work involves repaving the visitor center's parking area and access road to enhance drainage and improve accessibility for disabled visitors, ensuring compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act across the center grounds and parking lot. Coastal Road Repair, based in Westbrook, is overseeing the execution of this infrastructure improvement. Message boards and signs will be strategically placed to alert drivers regarding these necessary nighttime closures. A seasoned guitarist, now part of an all-dad rock band, reflects on his journey back to music and the camaraderie he has found. The narrative opens with a casual Saturday afternoon as a father watches his teenage son play soccer. The turning point occurs when a friend, Eric, notices the guitarist playing his electric guitar and suggests jamming. This led to an impromptu session in a friend's basement, where the guitarist, despite his inexperience, found a supportive environment with other musicians. The band expanded over time, incorporating a keyboardist and a drummer, and eventually, a dynamic bassist who rounded out their sound. The guitarist admits to a 25-year hiatus from music after a high school audition, a period of self-doubt that has now given way to exhilaration. Their first public performance was at a high school graduation party, where they delivered a sizzling set, leaving the audience eager for more. The band struggled with naming themselves until a suggestion from the drummer's daughter led to the name Food Bibi, which has remained popular for 15 years. They evolved from playing covers of artists like Tom Petty and R.E.M. to performing original music, with the first record, Midnight Snack, featuring contributions from band members. The guitarist also began writing songs during the pandemic, encouraging others to sing along. The band emphasizes the profound gratitude they feel for playing music with friends, acknowledging the fleeting nature of these moments. Their main performances are now at local porch fests, fostering connections with family and neighbors. A recent gig was dramatically impacted by a sudden thunderstorm, forcing the band to quickly salvage their equipment. In a heartwarming moment, the band's sons and their friends in the audience stepped in to help dismantle the gear, a poignant reminder of the lessons they had taught them. The story concludes on a note of resilience, highlighting the importance of standing out for loved ones, even in the face of adversity. Country music icons Willie Nelson and Kacey Musgraves have teamed up again, with Nelson recording his part for Musgraves' new track, Uncertain, TX, in a remarkable single take. In a recent interview with Zane Lowe for Apple Music, Musgraves detailed the process behind the collaboration, highlighting Nelson's legendary efficiency. Musgraves described the recording as straightforward. Nelson walks in, performs the take, and that's it, referencing his characteristic approach by saying he is giving you 30 seconds. She praised Nelson as a true American legend who transcends time, acknowledging his status as the patriarch of country music. Lowe also touched upon Nelson's well-known association with marijuana, leading Musgraves to share a candid reflection on the effects of being around him, noting how his presence can induce anxiety and a sense of disorientation. The pairing continues a long-standing history of musical collaboration, including past performances and tributes. Fans are eagerly anticipating the release of Uncertain, TX, anticipating a collaboration that promises to blend Nelson's enduring legacy with Musgraves' signature airy tranquility.